Thomas is a great time while you're at the National Railroad Museum, but your little engineers will also have some take-home stuff from the event, too.
Jennifer is back with us this time along with Bob Lettenberger. Bob, what are you doing there? Bob's the education director, and we're talking about some of the activities. Are you dancing with Thomas? What's going on there?
Yeah, no, Lisa, I'm already getting into the Thomas music. There's a great Thomas song that's Little Engines, and one of the events during Thomas will be doing story time, and we're going to end story time with Little Engines, and every time we play the song, you hear Little Engines, you have to squat down. There we go. It's also part of our aerobic exercise program during the event.
Very nice. Hey, Bob, we wanted to tie in this half hour how Thomas becomes an educational event. So you're obviously the perfect person to ask about that.
Well, you know, Lisa, there's a lot of educational things about the museum. When you come to see Thomas, of course, you get to see all the other trains, but, you know, in amongst all the fun, you got to work in a little education and learning. And one of the things we do is we have a big craft area inside our imagination station, and one of the crafts that we're going to be making is a Thomas windsock, and it's doing its job out here in the wind. And behind me, Lawson and Duncan and Miss Jamie are working on theirs. And this is going to be one of about a half-dozen crafts that we'll have in the imagination station. So it's something that the youngsters can come in, and although they're having fun, they're doing something manually, doing a little creativity, and they end up with a kind of a nice little souvenir from the event.
Yeah, I love it. Now, I got to ask what it's like for seeing the kids here, because they've got to, Bob, they got to be a little starstruck when they come through and they see Thomas there and all the fun that they're having.
You know what this is like? This is, think of all your favorite holidays rolled into one, and then throw your birthday in on top of it, because, you know, here's your hero. Here's the guy you've been watching on TV,
sure,
reading about in books, and now you get to see him live and in person. And you know, you can see the little blue guy behind me here. And I mean, to meet up with your hero face to face, it is just a tremendous experience for all those little engineers and little conductors.
Jennifer, this turns out to be a pretty popular event for you every year, doesn't it? Talk a little bit about the number of people that come out to see Thomas.
Sure. Yeah, it is a very popular event. It's actually our largest fundraiser of the year. Usually around 13,000 to 14,000 people per year come to the event.
Okay.
That's a big crowd a day. So now, in fairness, we have to let people know, are you sold out on Saturdays? Sometimes that happens. Are there other days that might be better for people to go at this point if they don't have tickets yet?
There's still some tickets for Sunday afternoon. Most of the days still have quite a few tickets available. Afternoons fill up slower than the mornings do.
Okay. So, and one more time, I wanted to mention in regards to the ride, when you're able to ride on Thomas, this is kind of, it's not just sitting there and enjoying the view. There's things that are happening while you're on the train too, right?
We have on board the train, besides our train crew, which is a fabulous bunch of guys, trust me on that. We also have a couple of entertainers on board that are there to, you know, point out things as you go around on your trip around the museum. Also, you know, talk about Thomas, spin a few tales from the island of Sodor. And the other thing for folks to remember too, it's not just the train ride. The entire museum is open to them, so they get to see all of our regular exhibits, plus all the outside activities we have for Thomas, everything in the imagination station, entertainers on the entertainment stage, and yeah, of course you get to make your windsocks too.
Yeah, and of course you get to do the squats and the Thomas aerobics.
There you go, Bob. There you go.
It's so fun. All right, let's take a look at the details for a day out with Thomas. It is coming up starting tomorrow at the National Railroad Museum, June 17th through June 21st. Train rides every 45 minutes. The phone number for more information is 866-468-7630, or head online, nationalrrmuseum.org. All right, we'll let you guys get back to your craft making and such. Thanks so much for joining us today, both of you.
All right. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. We'll be right back.